All right, let's get into it, people. Right, we are trying to break out of the bunker here. So on the last playthrough of this, which I think was on Thursday, um, we managed to convince Dr. Clark to bail on his experiments down here with ethericity, where he's made a weapon, which, unbeknownst to him, we have stolen. Um, and but anyways, we're trying to basically get him out of here to try to use his brain power for good and put it towards like a renewable energy as opposed to yeah, weapons and things. There's some caveats with this. He's being held here, not necessarily against his will, but if he leaves, there's going to be some people who are fairly unhappy with that. So we have to do this a little tactfully. So he's writing up some notes, as far as I remember, to his research assistants who are chilling out in here. One is sleeping, the other is reading a book. I don't think there's anything we can talk to them about. We can double check that, but he's leaving a note for them to be like, this is why I left, this is what I'm doing. And so our goal now is obviously to get out of the bunker. Looks like we may already have a game freeze. Powerful stuff. Hopefully the stream doesn't crash. If it does, I guess we'll get it out of the way early. But yeah, up on top here, there is a door which we're not really able to open, and that's by design. There's basically a guard that's up there that's supposed to either let people in and out if needed, but mostly just run things down to them so they don't ever leave. This is a secret project after all. But of course we've knocked out the guard, so we're kind of stuck down here. But if the game ever decides to load back up, we do have a card that we used to get down. Presumably the card will work to go back up, but we do need to figure out exactly what this puzzle is here. And this was, now that I'm saying this out loud, I am realizing that I was pulling my hair out a little bit trying to figure this thing out, but I was also really tired last time. So I'm hoping my fresher eyes will assist me here. Get my pen. And yeah, I do have my notes right here. The treats are coming, Bon. She's like oinking down there like I would like another treat, please. Okay. So the clue that we kind of have here is that you can see kind of the
strange wooden card lined with metal. It's got some holes on one side. Hang on. This configuration of holes looks an awful lot like the contacts on that metal plate.
Yeah, so
well, how about that?
Okay, that was the piece that I missed last time. I did put together that, like, you can see I have like a little diagram here in my notes that like I was trying to draw this out. But it looks like I was missing a piece. This again, don't game when you're tired. So the numbers that I was kind of putting together here might be, is this 4? Okay, maybe I had the whole thing upside down as well. So this might not make any sense. So 2 is a good number. We'll keep 2. Did we do 5? 5 could be good. Is the number 6 drawn? Okay, 6 is a bummer. No good. We'll keep 2 and 5. How about 1? 1 is no good. Okay, 2, 5, 7? 7's no good. 8 is good. We're trying, I think, to, make these connections, right? We skipped over 4, I think. 4 is not there. Can't interact with this at all, can we? No, these are in place. I didn't know if, like, there was another thing of, like, you can spin it around, which is a terrifying thought. That was 3. Okay, 3 could be... 3 is good. Okay, so I think that's our bit. So we've got 3, 2, 5, and 8. That might do the trick. We definitely hit all the connections. Game is parsing this out. This is the other reason I kind of want to get this game done, is that for some reason it is just not playing super well. Of a dramatic conclusion. But I do think that we got this one.
Guess that wasn't the right code.
Okay, it wasn't the right code. So it must be in order, I guess. So 2, 3, 5, 8.
Guess that wasn't the right code.
I assume that it's in one of these orders, so I guess we'll just keep 3, 5, 8, 2.
Guess that wasn't the right code.
I'm assuming we want to... Oh. Oh, there's buttons that get pushed. Okay, well that's good to know. So is that a 5? Okay, so 5 is the first number. 2 is the second number. 8 is the fourth, and 3 is the third. Okay. So that means it's 5, 2, 3, and 8. There we go. Check. Check my work. This section's too powerful for my computer, apparently. Okay, I think we're back now. Craziness. Again, I really am enjoying Rosewater a lot, but it has been a little bit of a pain for this particular thing. But let's get that Bonnie treat out. Bonnie keeps pulling the plug. She says, keep giving me treats. So there you go from Commander Rob there. There we go. Thank you very much. She came running right in for this one. So yeah, no one's missed anything. When the stream went down, everything just
There.
paused.
That
There
was
we go.
it. I figured out the code. The elevator's ready to be called.
Wonderful. Let's be going then.
Not just yet. I need to take care of the communications relay.
The what?
Oh yeah.
That contraption on the wall there. Clark said we need to disable it before we leave.
Right. So is this, if I remember, was this just the shoot it option?
Stand back. I'm taking this thing out.
Yeah, I think we had to do the door first before doing this.
Whoa!
I thought the plan was to do this discreetly.
Desperate times and all that. Now come on, let's get out of here.
You're taking the prototype, I see. Wait, where did you get a charged power cell? We only charged one up, and we used it in the demonstration.
I hooked this one up to the etheric generator.
You what? That's incredibly dangerous. That kind of unfiltered surge would leave the power cell completely unstable. Unless it's discharged within the next, 20 minutes. It will explode.
Oh, we'll have to worry about that later. Let's get back topside before your assistants figure out what's going on.
If that power cell starts glowing white, you had better let me know quick.
Okay, 20 minutes, huh? Sounds like a fiercely thickening plot, Sam.
After you, Doctor.
Oh. So much for a discreet exit, eh?
Hold it right there.
Have a nice nap? I was hoping it'd last longer.
Shut up. Hand over your weapons and come with us. There's someone wants to see you.
The guy with his arms behind the back.
Taking some air, Dr. Clark? Kindly stand over there if you would. You three, up against the wall.
Oh no, that can't be good. Nothing good happens against the wall.
She had this funny pistol on her.
Ah, there it is. Can't let this fall into the wrong hands, can we? Now, have you got anything to say for yourself?
Let's play it cool.
Good. No point talking to a bunch of thieves anyway.
We are not thieves.
No, you raided my supply wagon, broke into my private room, took my key card from my safe, and stole my etheric pistol. If you're not thieves, you should consider taking it up. You're naturals.
When you put it that way, you know.
Don't turn this around on us. You're clearly the villain here.
Oh, is that what you think? It's clear to me you've no idea what you've stepped into. So, who put you up to this?
Gentleman Jake.
You think I'm gonna tell you?
Perhaps there is honor among thieves. We've chatted long enough.
General, what are you doing?
Conducting my own test, Doctor. It's time to see if your prototype really works.
Oh boy.
Not so fast, Laporte. I would strongly advise you not to fire that pistol.
And just who in blazes are you?
Timothy King, representing D.W. Shaw and Vespuccia Petrol.
Why have you come to this little summit?
Miss Legere and her companions were charged with delivering Dr. Clark to my employer. They are the company's responsibility. I'll have to insist you stop interfering with our agents and let them go.
You can't be serious.
I am.
Boys, take care of this louse.
Stand down, pendejo!
Oh my goodness.
Well, we've got all kinds coming out of the woodwork tonight.
Hey, slave.
Who might you be?
Lieutenant General Marisol de la Vega. You must be General Laporte.
Seems you new Spanish revolutionaries are much cleverer than I was led to believe.
General Marquez assigned me to trace the suspicious shipments of Aurum passing through Fort Beaumont. The trail led here. Where is General Marquez?
He didn't make it. He gave his life defending us from Laporte's hired thugs.
Pour one out.
What? No, it cannot be.
I tried to save him, but he was too badly wounded. I'm so sorry.
Laporte sent the Blackburns to ambush us. He's responsible for Phil's death.
I gotta put a bullet in your head, Laporte.
Do so, and you'll receive one in kind. That goes for Mr. King as well.
It would seem we have reached an impasse.
Oh, what?
Not quite.
Jake?
I knew he'd be back.
Mr. Ackerman, I presume?
That's right. And you are?
General William Laporte.
Well, now we're acquainted, we can get to business. Harley, can you and the others step aside, please?
What are you doing, Jake?
What I should have done back at the wagon. Now move.
Oh my
General
goodness.
Laporte, I challenge you to a gentleman's duel.
Oh, please. Is the sad old washed-up cowboy that desperate for one last chance at glory?
No. He's looking for one last chance to do right by his friends. Now draw.
Please don't miss.
Jake, you don't have to do this.
Afraid I do, Miss Legere. 3, 2, 1.
Joey's, I forgot he's got the crazy thing on him. If he misses and he hits the, like, energy cell, we're all done for, aren't we? Oh, shoot. No! Oh.
Hands up, cobarde!
Miss Leger, are you unharmed?
I think so. You all right, Danny?
Yeah.
I can't believe. Guess deep down you were a hero after all.
Let's get off this rock, shall we?
Whoa.
Thanks for your help back there, Lieutenant General.
You are welcome.
For what it's worth, I'm sure General Marquez would be proud to know you're leading the revolution now.
News of his death will be a great blow to morale, but we will carry on the fight in his name. He was an inspiration to us all. At the very least, the revolution can make use of the aurum stored on the island, now that the man who conspired to steal it is dead.
Technically, that aurum was government money and belongs to the people of Vespuccia. But as a citizen of this country, I say, have it, with my blessing. Viva la revolucion!
Gracias. We have a difficult path ahead of us, but I have hope.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Miss Leger.
Whoa. What a turn there.
We're back, ma'am.
I assume everything has been taken care of?
All loose ends have been tied.
Splendid. Send them in. You've no idea how pleased I am at your success. It's good to finally make your acquaintance, Doctor. I am D.W. Shaw.
The pleasure is all mine, madame.
We have much to discuss. First, I must conclude my business with Miss Leger and her companions.
Of course.
You've been through a great deal. I cannot thank you enough.
With money.
We were almost killed, you know.
Yeah.
I imagined it would be a dangerous undertaking. Yet here you stand before me. I won't keep you any longer. Here is your payment. Mr. Ackerman was promised 25,000, but considering all your trouble, I've increased it to 27. I'm sure you'll find it easier to divide.
Yeah, here we go.
Thank you, Mrs. Shaw.
Pleasure doing business with you. Before you go, I made some inquiries and learned a few rather compelling things about General Laporte. I could share the information if you like.
Yeah.
Go on, then.
It seems General Laporte was a staunch supporter of Mr. Atwood's trade party, quite vocal about his desire for the advancement of steam tech and etheric research. There were also rumours that he held some more controversial opinions regarding this country's sovereignty.
He was a separatist?
Apparently so.
You think Project Rosewater was meant to arm some kind of etheric revolution?
I am merely relaying the information I've learned. Anything beyond that is pure speculation. The only person with knowledge of Laporte's motives is the man himself.
And that information died with him. Well, with him gone and the prototype pistol destroyed, whatever plans he had can't come to fruition.
For now, yes. But I can tell you one thing about this world. It is rare that one accomplishes anything of note alone.
We should get back to our hotel. It's been a long night.
Indeed. Goodbye, Miss Leger. I hope you and your friends enjoy the rest of your time in El Presidio.
And thank you, Miss Leger. I appreciate your facilitating this new opportunity.
Best of luck to you, Dr. Clark. This was all very enlightening.
Sure was. The following evening.
So, what are you two planning on doing next?
I'm honestly not sure. But I think I will apply for a medical license after all. I may go back to the San Bernardo Valley, or I may stay here on the coast. It's something I'll have to discuss with Lola.
What about you, Danny?
I'm not really sure. Suppose it wouldn't be such a bad idea to visit my folks. It's been too long. After that, guess I've got to find a new line of work.
What about you, Harley?
True.
Suppose I'll head back to Rosewater. I've got an article to write after all.
And I guess this is goodbye.
This is where we part ways, for now. But you know where to find me. And you can be damn sure I'll write back.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Lola, Nadine was just talking about you.
thought I felt my ears ringing. Anyways, I'm heading back to Rosewater. Wanted to see if you needed a lift.
We're heading back already?
Sure, but just for a few days. We'll set out again after that. Anywhere you like.
You ever for a moment consider just slowing down a tad?
Never. Say your farewells and let's go.
You gotta respect Lola.
See you around, Danny. It was a real pleasure traveling with you.
So long.
Goodbye, and good luck.
Sometime later.
I'm back.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Did I miss anything while I was gone?
Let's see. There was a dust devil by the saloon that nearly knocked Sheriff Gamble's hat off.
Front page news, then.
Seriously, though, I spoke with the leader of the Autumn. She gave me some good stuff. The article runs next week. What of your great adventure?
Concluded now. But I've got plenty of material for an article. Maybe even 5.
Then you'd best get to it. Better to jot everything down while it's still fresh.
Right you are, boss. They say the end of every journey marks the beginning of another. If there's any truth to that, this writer hopes the next one is decidedly duller. My companions and I set out from Rosewater and traveled across the Vespuccian frontier, encountering bandits, rebels, visionaries, eccentrics, and many more friends and foes. We were led to believe that our quest was for Dr. Bennett Clark's missing fortune, but as it turned out, we were on the trail of the very man himself. The following is an account of that journey, with no detail spared, no fact left unrelated.
Crazy. Lots to write about, no doubt.
And so at the journey's end, you may ask yourself, dear reader, what of the main players in this saga? Danny went home to a happy reunion with his parents. He says he's hung up his pistols and retired from gunslinging, with the intent of pursuing a culinary career. I said I'd be a regular if he ever opened a restaurant. I shall have to honor that promise should it come to pass.
It's nice.
Nadine Redbird has begun the process of obtaining her medical license. She tells me she plans to convert Lola Johnson's wagon into a kind of mobile clinic, traveling the frontier helping those in need. It will be a welcome change from the usual traveling merchants hawking miracle cures. I can think of no one more qualified to dispense medical care. As for Miss Johnson, this new business venture will hopefully be more to her liking. At the very least, she now sets her own course, rather than bending to the whims of her clients. Miss Johnson truly opened up and offered me her friendship, for which I am ever grateful. I am truly happy that she and Nadine have found each other. I would be remiss to neglect mentioning our dearly departed friend. Phil Marquez was a great man. He was always true to himself, cared for those around him, and was just plain fun to be around. I will forever cherish the time I had with him, and I will carry his memory in my heart for the rest of my days. Naturally, I cannot fail to comment on Gentleman Jake Ackerman, the man who set this whole adventure in motion. My relationship with Jake could best be described as complex. While I never found myself taken with his tales, he seemed to me a genuine hero. That illusion was shattered when we were ambushed by Blackburn agents on the way to El Presidio. Jake disgracefully turned and fled, leaving us to face the ruthless barbarians on our own. However, he proved his true heroism when he returned in another moment of need. Jake bravely gave his life to save us from the wicked machinations of General Laporte. The etheric blast burned his shadow on a nearby wall, which has since become a monument to his bravery. I am told that it is visited daily by Jake's fans, admirers, and the odd curious traveler. In death, Jake managed to achieve the status of legendary hero he so craved. As for Dr. Clark, he seems happy in his new employment at Vespuccia Petrol. I can only hope his contributions to Mrs. Shaw's enterprise offer greater balm to the restless, inventive mind than the manufacture of apocalyptic weaponry. That, dear readers, is the long and the short of it. This was an adventure unlike any other I've been on. I doubt any other will ever compare. Though I say this not in reference to our route, purpose, or any of the situations or people encountered along the way. Rather because I doubt I will ever again find a group, a family as dear to me as the wonderful, complicated, beautiful, and flawed souls who accompanied me on this venture. Whew, my hand hurts.
Yeah, I bet.
We'll see what Joni has to say about this in the morning. Well, what do you think?
You want my honest opinion?
It's that bad, huh?
Ouch. That bad, is it?
No, not at all. It's great, actually. There's just no way on God's green earth we can print this.
Why not?
Secret underground laboratories, government conspiracies, special projects to develop etheric weapons. No one will believe a word of it. Not to mention you name some very powerful and important people who'd have me locked up for libel with a snap of a finger.
It's all true, Joni. I'm not in the habit of writing fiction.
Perhaps you should be.
Come again?
This story's got everything. Adventure, mad scientists, conspiracies, betrayals. Folk could pay through the nose to read this. If it were a novel.
Novel?
Sure. All you have to do is change the names, do a little narrative restructuring. You can even say it's based on actual events. That way we're off the hook if anyone's feathers get ruffled. What do you think?
A whole book, huh?
Trust me, I have a nose for these things. This one smells like a hit. You're sitting on a pile of aurum.
All right. I'll do it.
Excellent. Now all we need's a title.
That's your job, isn't it?
Suppose it is. It needs to be something catchy. Something simple yet evocative. Something like...
Based on actual events. Nice. Very good video game. I like that a lot. That was cool. I don't know. I thought that was a really interesting sort of... I don't know if I've played an adventure game quite like that. It's got all of the classic things you'd expect. But, obviously with the randomness and kind of splitting storylines and things, every, I don't know, like every playthrough, right, has got to be completely different and unique. It was cool seeing in chat every time somebody who'd played it been like, oh, this didn't happen for me and things like that. Makes me quite interested in what else can happen. I don't know, I really liked it. I thought it was a good video game. I'd recommend that. Thanks for the GGs. Thanks for watching with me. This is a good game. I will say this too. You can get kind of settled into the kind of gameplay loop that you get for the bulk of the second act, right? Like kind of the traveling across the country. But it does a pretty good job of breaking that up towards the end, keeping you on your toes. Because it feels like the part at New Bethel, which must be something that happens in everybody's playthrough, I think. I don't know. Maybe not. But that was like a really like extended piece. It's not just a quick out and back like a lot of them were. That was kind of a bigger set piece. And that does change the pacing just enough. And then you get out of there, and then that's where that showdown is with the kind of hitmen. And yeah, again, just kind of like flips everything upside down, and then you kind of have this sort of sad moment where you kind of got to your destination, but at what cost? And then, yeah, then they kind of do some kind of new things. I don't know. I really, really liked it. More about the nature of aethericity. That's fair. I kind of like that it's sort of like, I don't know, there's just lots of questions around it. I kind of like it being a bit ambiguous for some reason. I think for the purposes of this story, and I guess the same thing with Lamplight City, they kind of like, it must be purposefully tickled, but not explored, I guess. But I feel like if this was ever sort of a trilogy of things, the third one would have to be like what the heck is this stuff? And it just would be like fully around Aethericity as like a story. Because I agree, it's like something you want to know about. I think that's a fair comment. But yeah, I don't know. I really like this game. The characters are obviously the meat and potatoes of the whole thing, and everybody's really, really interesting. Got their backstories. I mean, there's stuff that I definitely haven't learned about everybody. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I don't know. Just really cool. Cool game. It's a fun story. And I was wondering how it was going to kind of conclude, because how many times have you run into a game like this where you kind of have this really epic story and then it kind of not fizzles out, but it almost runs out of juice at the end? I felt like this was a really excellent ending. Like the third act was very fun. You finally get to El Presidio. It changes up some of the pieces there where you're trying to get into the club and you have to find it and talk to some different people, and kind of keeps the open-ended feeling of it as you're kind of trying to figure out the way you want to get into the hey, one short eye. The way that you want to go in there, and I don't know, it keeps it feeling like you're I don't know, you're always in kind of control. But the ending felt pretty epic. It was fun. Nice to see Jake at the end again. That was kind of fun. Pretty neat. Yeah, I saw that as well, Electric Dragon. There was something on Blue Sky I think I saw that was like, it's a completely different world, this next one, which I'm excited about. Always excited for more Grundislav games. Bonus content unlocked in the settings menu. What it is. Maybe like I feel like these games always have like commentary tracks. Rosewater speedruns when. So that is, it's come up a couple times in chat, but like that is going to be a very interesting thing to think about. I think it would be fun. Ooh, New Game Plus. Choose active vignettes and access companion relationship tracker by pressing Control R. Oh, how interesting. Bonus content. Bloopers, art book, developer commentary coming soon. Very cool. Oh, that's very tempting to chew on offline. But yeah, the speedrun is going to be really interesting because it's like, I guess it's sort of defining what the... I guess, in theory, without understanding what's going on under the hood here, you could presumably take a similar path by some of the decisions you make, but there absolutely has to be a lot of randomness too. So I feel like that would be an incredibly interesting routing experience, trying to figure out what would be quicker. Or do you just straight up approach this like a randomizer and you hope you got a good seed and you just kind of work through it as quick as you can? That's a super interesting thought. I think I will attempt a Rosewater speedrun at some point, and we'll kind of just feel it out and see what happens. But yeah, maybe one for a later time.